Hello, welcome back to my channel. Happy Friday. So, it looks like Machine Gun Kelly released a few extra songs from his previous album that came out earlier this year. I also heard that he said he was going to release a second album this year, so I'm still waiting on that. I'm waiting on the rap album, but in the meantime, let's get into our summertime sadness. I'm sure it's going to be an angsty time, it usually is. So, without further ado, let's just hop into it. So, like I predicted, very angsty, very much like feeling isolated, feeling anxious, maybe. And I really like the imagery that's going on because, like, that bathroom with the human statue was really cool. I liked the mint green and like how it was sunny outside, but now like the house caught on fire and it's more like a dollhouse kind of vibe. So like just like the size difference is very visually cool. It's interesting because a lot of his other songs have talked about how much he does want to die or how much he doesn't care if he dies. So like the idea that he found someone that he considers worth living for or who makes him interested in going on is just like very interesting to think about. And once again, imagery wise, we're back to like this like kind of statue theme. And I'm interested to see how glaive comes in because MGK's features are always really cool. Like there's always just like a really like the other artist usually has their own specific style, and I'm curious to see what his is. So yeah, I think just like on a really basic level, the song is pretty relatable. Just like that hesitation to open up to someone, whether you've been hurt in the past or you've seen others get hurt, seen your own relationships fail. So just like being a little gun shy, I think is really understandable, and a lot of us can feel that way. And yeah, as expected, I feel like the feature blends really well. Like the styles go really well together. Doesn't hit as hard as Kellen Quinn, but like few people do. So just that juxtaposition of hearing that death is easier, but asserting that you don't want to die anyway, I think is like a really interesting message that I haven't heard from him before. There is still that kind of theme of codependency because that source of like wanting to go on is from a person that you're like romantically involved in, but it's still not worthless, I don't think. I think that there's still a lot of value in that. Very interesting. It definitely ties into the rest of the album really well with the sound, with the kind of like theme of the song, which is like this love that you can't live without, that you need to go on, this other person that you just can't imagine not being in your life. And that is just very much what his 2022 vibe has been. So I'll probably get into his other new tracks like some point in the next week. But for now, that's all.